max performance. Believe, achieve, excel.
We're just talking again about this book you wrote, Taking Control.
Take control, yeah.
I suppose sometimes in life it's easy to feel as though everything is out of control, or at least there are some things in life you can't control. What's the core message behind this book, Jim? How can you overcome, regardless of your circumstances, how can you overcome these tough challenges, especially at a time like this?
It's I think you summed it up quite nicely, because you've always got a choice. Okay, so you know, getting knocked down can be an accident, but staying knocked down, that's a choice. That's your choice. And people have to realize in your mind, we've always got a choice. There's a choice, you know, what you do, you know, and too many people always forget they have a choice because they want to take the easy option. They want the comfortable lifestyle. They want what's just an easy way of going forward. When you look at successful business people, they've always had a choice and they've taken the hard choice. I remember standing up once in a motivational talk and asking an audience I was talking to, how many of you want to be millionaires? And all the hands popped up. But then I said, how many of you are willing to work 24 hours a day, 6 days, 7 days a week, willing to lose your family, lose your friends, and be isolated? And just about every hand disappears. Because that's the kind of work and effort that separates you know, entrepreneurs and millionaires from the normal person. And same with sports people. You know, the difference between professional and good, it's that level of consistency and that opportunity or the willingness to go beyond on a consistent basis. So for me, to answer your original question, it is the fact that it's a mindset. It's a mindset, and it's being willing to listen to the mind and being prepared to say you're wrong, accept that you might have made a wrong choice, but instead of beating yourself up, learn from that choice and go again and go again. And it's been, you know, the Rocky film is very iconic and it's used, and many times you've seen, it's not, man, how many times you get knocked down, it's how many times you get up. Always get up one more time than you got knocked down. But that's a mindset. And that one of the people, young people and athletes, it's about making them realize there will be painful days. There will be days when you can't do what you wanted to do. You will have a muscle injury, you have an injury. But instead of sitting there, you need to look around and think what else you can do in that time. I was coaching Pipa Wilson, the gold medalist sailor from Livingston. And just after one of the Olympics, she had a knee operation and she had to still train. And she came to see me at my local gym and said, right, can we train? I said, you got your legs in plaster, right, or dressing around the knee. I can't train you. But then she brought along her GB coach and he just said, she's a professional, she has to train. And what he did, he had a small mini inflatable ball and he rested her left leg on the ball and then made her row with her right leg and her body, and she still trained. And that for me was another lesson of thinking, most people would have said, I've got a knee injury, I've got an excuse, I can bail. But she didn't do that. She found a way around to say, I can still train the rest of my body. I just can't train that joint. And that's the mindset, that willingness to go that extra mile. So, you know, like, and as I said, you were alluding to it earlier on, don't worry about the things that you can't influence. If you can't influence them, just don't worry about them. And also don't worry about the things that you can influence them, because if you can, then get on and do something about it. Right? So people moan and moan, but what are you doing about it? And it's a topic I work an awful lot with a lot of the young people I work with. And it's like when I talk to someone who's 16 to 20 and say, when you retire, and they say, retire, I'm 20. But you are going to retire one day. What financial worth do you want to have in your bank when you retire? This is what I never thought about it. So you need to start thinking now. And they'll come up with a figure and they'll say something like 300,000 in the bank, not assets, but money in the bank. And then my question is, so what are you going to do today that moves you on the path to actually generating that income? And they said, well, I never thought about that. I was just going to live today, then wake up tomorrow and live today, then wake up next day and live today. And it's getting people to realize about, you have to take responsibility for your life at some stage. You have to put the work in, the effort now to get the reward that we want to be in the future. And that's the way I look at it. So I don't worry about things I can't influence. The gas prices, electricity prices, I don't care. I'll just have to pay because I have to pay something. And whether it's 5p, 10p, 1p cheaper, that doesn't bother me. The house has to have gas, electricity, the car has to have fuel. Those things I can't moan at. I can't think about that. Or just my choice might be not to have a car. But the consequence of not having a car is I can't travel where I want to get the right kind of work. I want to bring the income in that I think I need to put money away to save for my future. It's all consequential and choices. And too many people want the easy choices.